You know what? It's been a while since I looked at actual figures from the main cast of the actual movie. So you know what? Let's go ahead and look at the overly used character for the next God knows how many movies, Bumblebee. The one who has a believe it or not, from the first movie, only a handful of I can't say molds, but he had this one. He had the stealth version. He had a couple of gimmick figures. He had the Ultimate Bumblebee figure, which is sadly on the list. A Legends and a handful of repaints, but nothing like the first movie was tame on Bumblebee. It wasn't until the second movie that we started getting Bumblebee just crammed down our throat. Granted, if you like it, that's cool. But let's take a look at this guy. Oh, excuse me. Now at the time when he was actually being shown off, this was actually what they called the concept Camaro, because at the time this Camaro was not released, and they were using the movie as an actual vehicle to help promote it. And of course, rolls very, very well. Now, at least on camera, he's actually a brighter yellow. I guess this might be the lights in my room, but he's more of an orangey yellow. But hey, nice painted taillights, painted hood caps. Overall, a decent car mode. Underside, there's B. This is the original Bumblebee that I had since the first movie, since the movie came out in theater. So he's gonna have some love on him. Anyway, let's go ahead and get him transformed. First, how we start this off is we pop the doors open. Basically, we're going to have to split him in half. So, split him in half, and this is where his gun's gonna be. Now, I love it when they store their guns in vehicle mode in some form of way, and we're just going to go ahead and just move that up, just the tripod a little bit. And now, this is before everything starts really getting complicated for the movie line. That was genuinely Revenge of the Fallen that made everything a little bit complicated. Now we can, okay, let's do it this way. So his arms are the hood pieces. So what we're going to do is that we're going to pull up the front wheels like this. Like that. Anyway, how you guys been? I was actually sick. That's why this video is actually being recorded kind of late. And Goofball Jeremiah forgot to record ahead of time like he usually does. So yeah, I'm recording this kind of late, and I know it's going to be posted late, and not the usual, I know, I was doing so good too! Posting on actual Mondays. Okay, these are pulled out. Now we get to see the gimmick of the line, which was it kind of auto-transforms for you? So, it's going to do a lot of things. It's going to collapse all this as I'm pulling it down, but we got to kind of do some gymnastics here. Uh-oh. Okay. These are all the way out. Yeah. Beauty, 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 boot. Beauty, 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 boot. Okay. Now we can do that because it's gonna collapse everything down. That's on a spring for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, it's going to collapse everything down, like so, and then at the same time, you got to bring his arms back. Boop, like so. And then spin these around, these will form his door wings. A little bit higher up, like so. And then the front panels up to help make the chest. And then you just kind of fix the arms. But yeah, I got kind of sick. It's March, so this month is going to be just utter hell. Hey, it just means more time I get to finish filming everything. I know Big Reviews was supposed to go up on the 25th of January, but that was just a mess and perfectionism. kicking in. And of course, his legs sprawling out. Boom, boom. Ah, come on. Come on. His arms actually should be up more than that. Okay. And there you have movie 1 Bumblebee. Ooh. Okay, make it look forward. And let's go ahead and raise this tripod a little bit more so we can get a better look at this guy. Now, first and foremost, as you can tell, the face is nothing to be desired at all. It even when I first got this, in 07, the face was pretty much inexcusable. Especially when pretty much every single mold after this would give us a much better head sculpt. I mean, some of the details are there. Some. You could definitely tell that they made this head before the final CGI renders got done. Worn off Autobot symbol because this thing is now 10 years old. Wow. Just complete utter age check right there. But let's see what kind of articulation he has. Now, he does have a ball joint in his shoulder, so he can get some decent movement there. He has these weird arms where he has a bicep swivel. Yes. He does have an elbow. But no matter what, that's gonna be where his forearm's gonna be placed. Now he can his hand is actually on a ball joint, so you can fix that a little bit. So you can have it posted like that, but then you get the kibble in the way. Uh-oh. And that's a thing, is that this does not lock in place. I wish it did. I'm not sure if it ever did. Or was Jeremiah not transforming this wrong the whole time? Since he owned the toy. I think he has. Holy crap! Because then now all of a sudden that chest is a lot more flush. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, hold on. This might be a first for me. No? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm guessing it's just that one arm, but this one's kind of weird. Where I like some things they did. I do like how the back just collapses like this. And I'm trying to make sure. Remember, trying to look through the actual screen, not what you're messing with. I do like how all this collapses, but at the same time, you do give up the rear bumper being behind his knees. Now, they did eventually rectify this, but as a first go-around for this figure, it's not that bad. I mean, he does have a somewhat of a waist joint, decent, actual ball joints for the legs, really good knees, somewhat foot tilt, a little toe. I mean, this guy can somewhat. You think these are good, but then when you actually try to pose him, that's when you start getting the weight issues in here. Okay, let's bring his gun in. Now, the one thing I did like about some of the weapons in the actual line is that the weapons themselves even transformed. Like, of course, first off, props for getting the gun close to accurate. For the come on, there we go. Close to screen accurate. And of course, whoop. Not that, but as you're closing it up, the blade retracts, and when you're opening up, the blade extends. Boop. And they even click into place to make sure it locks. Boop. And it even clicks into his hand, so it actually, like, I'm pulling on this. I always thought that was a cool little concept. But, and of course they have his actual license plate right on his groin. Oh, man. But let's just put it like this. I really can't wait for the actual movie masterpiece to come out. When that was announced at Toy Fair earlier this month, holy wow, that thing blew me away. That was one of the few things where I was really, really happy to be a movie fan, especially seeing how that was based off of movie one, and seeing how this is that actually goes along with what I'm doing with this Movie Monday series. It won't be included, but it will be mentioned a lot. But anyway, what do I think of this figure? Well, overall, I like some things. I do not like the arms. They're way too thin and spittly. These will be rectified later down the line, but as a first mold, it wasn't a bad first go-around. The legs have great joints, but the posability is not there. If the actual ankles could actually tilt from side to side, like actually tilt from side to side, other than just the plastic bending, you can tell they gave that up just to have the gimmick of the automorph, where if you curl up the leg, that happens. We are starting to hit some of the figures that are going to be sacrificed. They're going to have a sacrifice in their actual design for the gimmick of the automorph. Oh, and trust me, the next mainline guy I'm going to get next, I'm going to cover. Oh, he's gonna be bad. I mean, I like him, but oh, he got repainted so many times without being revived. Oh, he's a stinker. What do I think of him? Not bad for a first attempt, but there are way better Bumblebee molds out there. If you get him as part of a lot, yay. Kind of, but all I can, again, I'm repeating myself at this point. There's better molds out there, so I would hunt those instead.